Hey guys, Shah here, and today we are quickly diving into one of my favorite instances, Halls of Atonement, to point out a little trick that top end groups use to fully maximize their Venthyr party member by adding significant boss damage as well as group survivability. This might be old news for some of you, or in some cases all of you. As most of you know, Loyal Stoneborns are extremely overpowered. They do massive AoE damage, pretty solid single target with their auto attacks, and they also provide a 10% damage reduction for both you and your party during the duration of the buff. So using as many as possible is how groups are able to not only successfully time their key, in some instances add an extra level to a key upon completion. So let's see how it's done. Most people know the standard location for these. You have a couple in the courtyard here. You also have, some up top that you're able to grab up by that first shard. But what a lot of people don't realize is that there are some Stoneborns up top. Typically, this is an area where you're going to shroud past. But what's super convenient is you're actually able to grab this Stoneborn here if you have the far enough range on it. So there are a handful of tanks that are able to grab this. You can also have range in your group. Certain abilities can actually reach this one up here. And what's really cool, and I'll try to point out here, is that it's actually kind of difficult to notice. You have to get the camera angle right. But there's no mobs, like the Stone Reaver that's typically up here, the patrols, the guys right before the other Stoneborns up here, the gargoyles. They don't exist. They're not present until you kill the first boss. Which means you're able to safely grab this Loyal Stoneborn and use it on the first boss or use it for any kind of trash pull. So as a Guardian Druid, you're able to tag this with Moonfire. So you have to walk up to this corner here, tag it with Moonfire, and you are all set. This one will then aggro, and once you're out in the courtyard here, he'll actually just come down the stairs. This is really convenient because then you're able to use this for first boss. You're able to use it for this trash pull in the center if you'd like. If you want to or can, another actually side tip that I was going to do, you can actually control two of these at the same time. The key for this is to get them both next to each other, and then you have your Loyal Stoneborn button. You want to basically spam click this so it casts it back to back, and then you're able to have two of them. If I'm not mistaken, it's not possible to actually get three, so if I really wanted to, I don't think it will. I don't think you can actually register fast enough, but you only get one of the boons. But what's nice about doing this strategy is you get a ton of boss damage. So you can use this on first boss, you can use this on third boss. If you'd like, there's two Stoneborns in that courtyard room right before you get up to boss number 3. And there are a few other tanks that are able to grab this. So monks are actually able to do this with Crackling Jay Lightning, as you can see here. So Blood Death Knights could actually do this with Death and Decay. It's a little bit more fidgety. You have to walk up on this hill here, and then with your Death and Decay, you can place it overlapping the hitbox of the Loyal Stoneborn, and then that will come down and you're able to grab it. So something very similar for warriors, you can use Ravager to get this mob to come down. Now Ravager you have to be kind of careful of because it's one of your bigger cooldowns that you might want to save. So if you are a warrior, I do recommend having one of the range in your group use it instead, because Ravager's both a pretty big damage button as well as a solid rage generator for you to have, mitigation or damage on your revenges. And then lastly, Demon Hunters can do a very similar thing, similar to Ravager and similar to Death and Decay, is you can put down a Sigil of Flame right underneath the hitbox of the mob, and then as soon as it goes off, you're applying the Chaos Brand as well as getting that mob to come down. So all of these tanks are able to do it. The only thing that can't is Prop Paladins, unfortunately, without using some type of tertiary ability, something from like engineering or something like that. You're not able to actually tag this yourself. So have, a mage, a boomkin, a warlock, one of your range classes, just simply tag this mob, and just make sure if you are doing that, that you're having your, the tank is picking up aggro once it gets down the stairs. All right, that's pretty much going to do it for this guide. I hope you guys enjoyed the extra Stoneborn in your next Halls of Atonement runs. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.